Hello folks, and welcome back to LA Noire with Mr. Phelps, badge 1247. It's another day and another case with Ad Face.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Well, she fucking told, isn't it?
What's that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Roy, why do you keep knocking on my suits?
Starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Damn it. Right, what do you want me to wear this time, huh? Alright, there we go.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course it's fucking second bloody floor. It's, oh, second floor. Bukowski!
You made homicide.
You
That I
son of
did.
a bitch.
Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with it?
Finbar.
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Can we
You mind
swap
if I take a look
partners?
around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Damn, I miss you, Bukowski. You were a damn good partner. Like these two jackasses.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
You don't get that from drowning. The fuck's this?
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good.
What? Somebody better? What the fuck's going on here?
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
No.
Look, I got nothing to tell you, and I can't work with you under my goddamn nose every second.
You better watch that fucking tone.
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like barbiturates.
Anything else?
Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing? We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Damn. Anything else to say? That's what I thought. Walk away. Alright. Anything else? Oop.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look. There's been a modeling assignment. It's a place to start. Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, she certainly loves pictures of herself. Is that it? Oh.
Nothing significant.
You don't know that, Phelps.
Optimistic, Cole. Don't think this is any use to us.
You could bake a cake. Oh.
Doesn't look like anything.
Oh, the irony. Alright.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who
Ghostbusters?
needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Jesus Christ, Carruthers fucking snuck out of there.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Alright, then why is she taking antidepressants?
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
If you were any kind of a detective, you wouldn't be trying to blame all this on Miss Julia.
Huh? Oh, that's right. What? Depressed, she's taking frickin' depressants.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Bet you're looking all over the goddamn room.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Alright, let me see if I can pick the right goddamn one this time. I mean, that's the hell, like, good, I don't know, maybe it was the sleeping pills one, maybe I should have picked that instead. Alright.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry, I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
Why didn't you say that at the start?
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Uh-huh. That way her eyes are shooting back and forward like a fucking yo-yo.
Mrs. Reynoldsson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldsson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will
God
take your
damn it.
statement, and then
I
you can
keep
go
getting
home.
frickin' questions wrong. I bet you it was the sleeping pills one. I mean, what's the fucking difference? Pills or pills? Jesus Christ.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
See you again,
Carruthers
Bukowski.
called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
Hey, honey.
We were just having a look. We ain't done nothing wrong. Leave us be.
Story of my life.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
Hello, hello, hello.
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
Not yet.
We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Seems very straight-faced.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
I bet they weren't.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these
Yeah, we
gentlemen
want
are
to keep it
from
as a
the
surprise.
LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is
She's
she?
a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Because there's 20 fucking questions, Cole.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Alright.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Straight face too.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about him.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
I am the flicker.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Finest tobacco in America, you say? Of course, yep.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Yep. Top floor and the last door, yep. It's never on the first goddamn floor, is it?
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Hey.
Yes, sir, your name?
Phelps,
LAPD,
badge
we'd
1247.
like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Let's put in a mail.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Thank you.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
Didn't ask. Don't care. Not sorry.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
6 months. Is there anything? Pills, scare trouble, sleep, and depression. Fuck's sake, I didn't even read that. That bloody was the right friggin' one. I'm Elaine. Trip, ring. July 40. Oh! July 46, he says 6 months. What date's it?
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
July 46.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know.
You always lie.
She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
What are you looking at the ceiling for?
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her. But she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Whenever you use your phone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Alright.
If you will excuse me, I have patients to attend to.
Yeah, I noticed. What's up, Melly?
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Although if her scratches on his face, then it'd be on her fingernails, wouldn't it? Jesus. Fuck, he got his ass kicked.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
What an asshole. Come on, Roy.
I'm waiting, Roy.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Roy, we're in a hurry. I'm waiting, Roy. Roy, we're in a hurry.
Someone ought to take
Arnett
him
is in
home.
interview 2, Phelps.
Loaded.
Go help him get whatever it is off his chest.
Getting everything off his
You're the
goddamn
reason,
chest.
brothers and sisters.
Interview 2. Oh, here we go.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled
Yep, straight faced.
And you were close?
We were friends.
What the fuck? He was fucking. Oh, I don't understand this game at times.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Alright, that's more flippin' obvious.
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
What in the holy... Oh, I'm bad this today. Alright.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
I don't know. Well, he's looking around the room, so I'm just going to go with bad cop, but it's probably a freaking good cop.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie
Hey, we
Randall's
got
murder?
one right.
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
Hey.
That's right.
Making the game to stick to its Billy rules. Let's see.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Emporium,
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
No, you weren't.
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
Stop describing my life.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
Great.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Mm-hmm. Hey! Damn it.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Well, you certainly got one over on us, for Christ's sake. Every bloody answer we chose was wrong. Sick. Man was looking stone-faced and still got freaking wrong. Oh, God, I give up.
He needs money and fast.
Who's she?
Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
I sure heard on him, Matt.
I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Yeah, blow it out your ass, Roy. Okay. Well, hopefully he can't see me through here. Yep, you keep looking behind you, I'm not over there. Alright, are you going left or right? Oh shit, he's coming this way. Can't see me, can't see me. Go, step behind the fucking tree. Oh. go to the other side of the road now. On camera angle. Oh, there he goes. Nope. I'll be behind you.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
That's right, he's going to the store. Who needs incognito?
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
Or I'll kick your ass.
What have you got?
Where the hell did you come from?
Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Dearest Beverly, love and affection always. He's Beverly.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Come on, down you go.
Hit him from this distance.
Come on, Roy, you're too slow.
Throw out the guns.
What the hell are you doing? Ta-da!
I'm wide open here.
I don't want to know about that.
Find some cover. Move, I've got you. Stay down.
Did you just shoot me?
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them. They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. Been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
We caught up with Mao. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc. He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
The guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
It could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Asswipe?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you.
I'll be having words for you, Roy.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Hold on, give me a minute, will you? Yep, there it is.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
That was for Beverly. Oh, Beverly, oh, there. Sapphire ring.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Beverly. Well, there's no other Beverly. There's a pearl ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Anything else? Bond. Goldfield. Bond. Goldfield. Fighting pan. After. Pillbox?
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox. LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Oh, the Billy's nice if you're making it. Okay,
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
25, you say? A cigarette case valued at 10,000.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
I'm Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Let's see, burglary.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
I have the trade cover 12 months ago. That doesn't say anything about the burglary. Alright, it's not looking around the room. It's not smirking. Alright, I'm gonna go good cop if it's wrong, but that's wrong.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no.
Hey, Gibble.
I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother.
Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation!
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Finally, Jesus. Let me guess, top apartment.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
No, I'm not.
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Let me guess, top floor.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Sounds like he's busy.
Stop!
LAPD!
Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on.
Put your hands in the air! Give it up! LAPD!
Just shoot him for fuck's sake. Oh, fucking balancing out. Ah! God damn it, Cole.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a
Yeah, next time you go out the fucking window.
How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming round, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
Where's my hat? Hat? Alright, what'd you do with my hat? Motherfuckers.
Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
Oh, was it now? I bet you that's on the fucking contraband list. Or not contraband, oh yeah, contraband. It's covering 12-month period. I can't say that.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her?
Mm-hmm. That it? Yeah, anything else? Yeah, anything in the bedroom? Stuck on the damn bed. Randall, where the hell are you going? Alright.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Finally we've got an issue there. Intuition point. Okay, I'll go for accused.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
How can we prove? These are all crossed. Oh, he had the cigarette case.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties, and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgle. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
Let me think. I say you're lying.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Because... That's a good question. Train ticket to Max purchased by Henry. Oh, because you're fleeing.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
You're damn right, Roy.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
I was gonna go for accused, because see what he says.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Oh, well, what a coincidence. I do. Where are you?
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia.
Oh, that's
She
a
could
bit
get him
of
to
a
do whatever
twist.
she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary.
He's
and
finally
for
got
the
some
murder
Blake
of
questions
Julia
right.
Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
I don't
Oh,
give a
we
fuck.
will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Yeah, good one, Roy. Alright, back to Stoneman. Like, this mission's had everything.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack. On my way.
It's gonna bust it
Doctor
up.
give us something to make this all better. Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Roy ain't taking any shit today.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you.
Surprise!
Never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
You're under arrest.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
What the fuck?
Didn't see that coming.
Any ideas?
Call this in, Cole. Maybe you should ask for a street sweeper.
Oof. He's gonna need more than some dental work.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Dr. Stoneman has left the
I
building.
need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last
It's a
known
terrible
address is
name.
an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Yep. Goodbye. Hell am I going?
That old boy really fell for that broad.
Literally.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told. Thank God I didn't park there.
Uh-huh. Damn. Ah, I'm stuck.
You're behind the wheel.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this, the kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
Another harmonica. Alright, so what am I looking for?
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
That's a terrible
Keep your
gimmick.
eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wait. Bull. You hear that?
Yep. Where's that coming from now?
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Do we not have to say fucking shut up so he doesn't bolt? God damn it. Move! Fuck's it, Cole? You can't hit for shit. You go to a shooting range or something. Where the hell are we going now? Actually, I'll go first this time.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings.
We leaped off like, oh. Fucking hell, Cole. You might as well do the rest of the letters. Boom, headshot.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Well, you had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Yeah, it's your Ryan, Roy, you cheap bastard. Alright, well, Miss got 3 questions wrong. Wasn't my damn fault. Julie Randall lived fast, died young, sending 1 man to jail and 3 to the morgue. Women. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Anyway, that's another mission in the books. So I'm going to leave us here. We'll pick up with another mission in the next video. If you've enjoyed this video, folks, again, click the like button, comment and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications on more videos. And I'll see you in the next case. Over and out, folks.